too, so all good. Shit happens.
Yo, welcome everyone to another live. I'm saying on the Red Pill Chauvinist channel. We got my man TRAV, you know what I mean, aka sometimes known as the bot.
Yeah.
I'm good. What up?
I do coding, so I'll take that. I'm the bot.
What up, man? Let's before we get into it, let's wait a couple minutes for these dudes to pop in, man. So but in the meantime, just in case somebody doesn't know who you are, hold on. Since you got the camera on, hold on. Yeah, just in case people don't know who you are, man. Let the people know who Trav is, man.
What's up? I'm Travis Terrell. I am an esteemed member of the highly regarded group they call Motu.
Mm-hmm.
And just your resident everyday player, just that can relate to everybody, and just coming from the position of I wasn't the natural, just someone that built themselves up, so I understand all parts of the game.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, like I said, I'm a like you don't have a YouTube channel or anything like that, right?
Nah.
Yeah,
You can follow me on Instagram though at @trav_terrell. I'll put it in the chat.
No doubt. We got Sage in the building. What's up, man? Ricardo, what up, man? Loyal Patreon supporter right there. Ricardo, what up, man? Appreciate you watching the videos and supporting, man. Oh shit. But yeah, man, wait for a couple more people to come in. But yeah, man, how's your week been so far, man?
Let me tell you something. I'm on a vacation. It's so nice right now.
Yeah.
So with this coronavirus stuff, this is where abundance comes from. When we talk about abundance, abundance is more than just women. It's actually 95% not women. That's where the abundance comes from. So doing this coding stuff and having my money saved up, building that up, and having those skills, the coronavirus, I had to get laid off because of the coronavirus. But they told me, they're like, it was not work performance. Like, it's just, you have to do a workforce reduction. I was one of the
you're not the only one, man.
Yeah, and it's all good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I got unemployment. I got the stimulus coming in. You feel me? And my unemployment and all that is more than usual. I get the max on everything. So it's like, and then I'm already getting job offers. I'm just kind of honestly sitting because if I didn't want to work for a year, I don't have to. Right. But it's going to give me time just to build up my skills and then get an even better paying job. So I'm loving it right now, bro. I'm chilling.
Hey, I know some people who's getting more on unemployment than, you know what I'm saying, they was getting at their job, man. So
yeah, nah, for real.
I mean, they kind of want to stay home, not stay home, but they're not too quick to go back to work. You know what I'm saying?
No, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna be mad at it. But use that in your advantage positively. Don't just use that. See, like I'm using it to my advantage right now, but I'm not milking the system.
Right.
I'm gonna add value back to the system. That's why it's like I could play it that way.
You basically making lemonade out of lemons. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fall depressed and all that. Like, oh my God, I lost my job. You looked at it like, okay, bro, what opportunity has opened up now because of this? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, real niggas always look for the opportunity.
Got a question from the chat real quick. It says you're in IT as well.
Computer programming. I'm not doing like the network administration side of it, but I do like the web programming and shit. I'm gonna say this as a black man, it's a very good profession for us. So, like I'm telling you, because it's very highly sought after. So
yeah, I already spoke to Trav about that. That's something I'm definitely I'm gonna be looking into in the future, man. That's if anything, that's gonna be my next career step, man. If not dual careers.
But it is a full contact sport. What I mean by that is you have to be very diligent with reading and doing your due diligence on finding things. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's necessarily easy, but it's easy if you like doing it. If that makes sense.
Okay. So basically, you're saying you got to be willing to put the work in.
And not everything's for everybody, bro.
Right. Understood. But you did say that you could rise quickly in that rank in that field, right? If you know what you're doing.
It's good if you have the entrepreneurial spirit. Just because, again, it's an industry that they need more people. We live in the United States of America, which is about swag, not intelligence. So we can't find enough STEM people. That's why they'll try to bring encourage immigrants that do this stuff. But then Trump limited what do you call it, some of those visas for the immigrants. That actually is in favor for us even more because now it puts our stock people up. Oh, he said previously employed with Apple and Comcast. Yep. See, that's what's up.
Yep.
He's got a good resume.
All right, so it's been about 5 minutes, man. We got a few people in here. Shout out to Elijah, man. I seen you, man. But yeah, man. So the way this show even started was early today. We was in the chat, and basically, go ahead. You could tell them what would you say in the chat earlier this morning.
So we were talking because I actually there's an app called Hinge. It's a pretty good dating app, bro. There's some bad ones on there that'll respond to you. I think I used to say Bumble is my number one, but I think
remember that all depends on where you are.
True. For me,
I seen your list.
Right. For me, so I
downloaded Hinge. And I seen New York.
So for me, I like Hinge, right? So he matched up with two chicks and sent them over and was like, "Hey, I just matched up with these two girls." I had matched up with those two girls previously. And one of the girls I actually went out one time with, but she wasn't really feeling me like that because I'm not fucking with the NFL like that. She was big on the NFL, so I think I was like a deal breaker. But he just hit me up, and I was like, well, the first one, she was responding to me, and then she stopped, and I guess she started talking to him. I'm like, well, shoot, if you want to have that, go ahead. I ain't tripping, Okay. And my boy, he's not really red pill, but he is red pill, if that makes sense. Like he's not.
He's aware, but he doesn't necessarily apply the knowledge all the time.
No, he actually, for the most part, applies it, but he's not even aware he's doing it.
Oh, okay. So
I'll tell him to check out our stuff, but he doesn't watch it. But then he does what we do kind of naturally, and we talk a lot. So he kind of
he's like a freestyler. He freestyles.
Yeah.
Got you.
So I just thought I was interesting because it was like, and that's not the first time that's happened before. Mm. But my boys got swag and I got swag, and we're similar alike. So to me, it makes sense. So, and I've had girls who used to date ex-friends I had, then try to date me right after. And it's like, bro, so that's where the Eskimo conversation came in because we hit with the same chicks.
Because the way I took it was like, he swiped, he matched with a chick on whatever dating site you were on, and he happened to show you the picture, like, yo, look at this chick Danielle that I matched with, and you happen to be like, oh, yo, I matched with her too. And I thought the situation was on some y'all calling dibs on the chick, like, oh, since she matched with you first, you can go ahead and go in. Where I was thinking, like, if a chick matched with me and my man's, we both going in. It's not even necessarily a competition, but it's like,
no.
You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that one time. Like, I was like, bro, we should both try to talk to the same chick at the same time just to see what will happen. Like, if we both were macking it at the same time. And
shout out to King real quick, man. Pardon me. Shout out to King real quick, man, for the super chat, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Slide through, King.
Word, man. Hey, yo, anybody in Motu, the link is in the chat, man. If you wanna beam up, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, because I had done the Eskimo thing before one time, but I wasn't aware of it.
Let people know what the Eskimo thing is, because not everybody knows what Eskimo brother.
When y'all are friends and y'all both smash the same chick, so
yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So how many Eskimo brothers would you say you have? Just that one?
I got one for sure, but honestly, that's because I'm not with that. I knew some people growing up that were with running trains and shit like that. Okay. That was never me. I was like, bro, even if I was first, I was like, bro, I don't want to do that.
All right. So let's talk on that right there, because I used to be the same way, but I'm not no more. So I could pretty much put myself in your shoes, but I'd rather hear your reason for it, and then I could tell you why I am where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? So
for me, it has nothing to do with the women or nothing like that. It's just more I don't want to be sharing with dudes. That's just my logic. I don't know. I just feel.
What's sharing though? I mean, because sharing to me is not sharing is you smashing a virgin and you're the last person to smash.
I feel you.
Not sharing is basically smashing a virgin.
No, and I feel why you could say that.
Yeah. So what's sharing to you? What's sharing to you? Like somebody you know?
Yeah, to how I look at it is it's like me and two of my friends sharing the same dirty ass sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That's and then it's our germs are getting in it and all that. That's in my mind how I'm figuring it. And it's bruh, if that's the feeling I'm having while fucking, that's not gonna be fucking good. You know what I mean?
But think about
it is mental though. But exactly.
It is mental. I was about to say you're doing that with somebody that you know, like a friend, when in all actuality, it's most times this dude that you don't even know. You don't know what these other, not to say that you know what your friends are doing, but you definitely don't know what.
Yeah, and that's what is happening. I'm Eskimo brothers with someone I don't know, so it's like, you know.
Okay. So, see, me back in the day, I used to be on some, man, when I was young, like 12, 13, man, like, I think because I was chosen so much when I was by other chicks so much, like I felt like I had options. So with that being said, I always felt like if it was like Pac said, I don't want it if it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I felt like if I knew a chick who 2 dudes smash, 3 dudes smash that I know, I don't even necessarily have to know them personally. They could be somebody from the hood that I know from the block. They could be somebody from my school, whether it be 1 grade above or below. But if I know them and be like, and my reason for that was like, how can I say? One, I know chicks pillow talk. You know, people pillow talk. Mind you, this is what I'm thinking in like ninth, eighth,
Pillow
ninth
talk is
grade.
good though. Pillow talk is good though if you're handling though.
Right. Of course. But
Yeah.
I look at it like, remember back in when I was like 12 years old, I used to think like, you know, a chick could mess up my dreams of becoming a surgeon. So I don't want them ever. Matter of fact, let's rewind, man. No, I'm gonna get to that story later. We're gonna get to that story later. But anyway, I thought of the story. That shit threw me off. But because I was chosen someone, I feel like I had options, and like I said, I didn't want it if it was that easy, and if it was people that I knew, you know, I didn't want like, how can I say, like, I felt like I was that special that I can't be smashing a chick that for the dudes that I know smash. That's like, then I really didn't put that much. It wasn't really that much work to put in to get
Right.
that. And that's and when I say that the way I just said it just now, that made me realize that I put value on the box. You feel what I'm saying? Think about that. I put value on the box even in them actions. But anyway, so and in addition to everything that I just said, I was, like I said, I was on the path of becoming a physician. So I'm learning biology. I'm learning microbiology. I'm learning about all the things that you can and can't get, you know what I'm saying, from sexual contacts and all that. So I was on some shit like, yo, I ain't trying to have no, you know, broccoli grow up the side of my nutsack, you know what I mean? Not to be too graphic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like that. You know what I mean? So I was very selective in the chicks that I smashed, you know what I'm saying? Then I went away to college. Okay. Again, I'm already used to being select, you know what I'm saying? So this is, I mean, I'm coming from a town in Long Island. Coming from a town in Long Island, being selected and going to, I don't want to say a major university, but a known university, you know what I'm saying, where I'm still getting chosen and getting looks. It was kind of hard for me to keep those same, to be as picky, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, because my mindset was, my mentor taught me or told me before I went to college, he said, listen, man, the most fun you're ever going to have in your life is in college. I said, what you mean?
You find that to be true?
At the age of 38, I would say absolutely yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's not to say that I haven't done more things individually, like individual experiences that may have been as good or better than particular experiences in college. But the overall experience that I had in college, bruh, I wouldn't change that for nothing, man. You know, first time away from home, you know what I'm saying? Nobody tell you gotta come home at this time, you gotta do this, go to class, it was nothing. That was just all me. And like I said, for me to be so driven towards my goal and then be tempted by, you know what I'm saying, social life, for lack of a better term, in a black college, you know what I'm saying? This is back in like 98, 99, 2000 when, you know, Juvenile just dropped that for the 99 to the 2000, you know what I'm saying? Where it was really pretty much wilding back then. So I was basically fighting my goals of becoming a physician and the fun that I was having. But to bring it all back in, for me having so much options in college, I was just like, you know what? My mentor said this is gonna be the most fun I'm ever gonna have in life, and I feel like I'm putting limitations on myself. Not to say that I'm smashing mud ducks. Let's not get it serious. Let's not get it twisted. But I definitely opened up my pickings. You know what I'm saying, my options, and realized like I realized that I was a bit close minded because one of the things I said in another panel was when I was in high school. I went to high school with a mix of black and white, and it wasn't that many Spanish chicks, right? And a lot of the Spanish chicks were getting with the white dudes, and I didn't have a lot of Spanish chicks in my town. So, with all that being said, I wasn't accustomed to seeing Spanish chicks with black dudes. So I assumed that Spanish chicks don't rock with black dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that limited me in college because I wouldn't even try to even get at a Spanish chick.
Right.
Thinking back, there were probably Spanish chicks who were showing me, giving me signs, showing me choosing signals, and I didn't even pick it up because I'm like, nah, those can't be choosing signals because Spanish chicks don't like black guys. You know what I mean? So for me, expanding, like, you know what, man, fuck that. Even though Spanish chicks don't like black guys, I'm gonna holler at Spanish chick anyway, and end up working out. So that's when I started being able to taste the different flavors because I ain't gonna lie, like. A big part of my life, like I was like, black power, you know what I'm saying, black woman, you know what I'm saying, I need her to be my queen, you know what I'm saying, right by my side and this, that, and the third. But then I started dealing outside, like when I say black chicks, I mean, I was dealing with a lot of Caribbean chicks. So once I went to college, I started dealing with black Americans because growing up, my parents used to say, there's a difference between, black Americans and Caribbeans. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That's real prejudice. You know what I mean? We all the same. Not after my experiences, man. Not everything is, really the same. My bad for everybody. Let me get to this chat real quick. Hold on. Same way when I was young. Hold on, let me check this way. Same way when I was young, bro. That sex ed class had my head right for a while. Had to be picky. Exactly, man. You gotta be picky, man. You can't just put your pipe anywhere, man. Or you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, taking these pills or getting these shots for no reason. But anyway, man, man, what was I saying? This is something I might have to get used to. Reading the chats and getting back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So but nah, you go ahead, man. I was ranting for a minute anyway, man.
No, I'll feel you on that.
I'm not picky pretty much. I stopped being picky.
Because I'm picky as far as like I gotta get a sense of you're kind of like clean. I don't know, like but I gotta have something where it's kind of like I feel like you have some discernment. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you 100% know? No, but I mean, you gotta have that type of air, and it's hard. There's a lot of low hanging fruit. I didn't realize, before I really started meeting other guys and realizing like I wasn't crazy when I was thinking. I didn't come to accept the fact that just like most like people and most women were just low hanging fruit, no matter how good they look by mentality. Like most people don't really want to be held to a higher standard. They just want to fuck up and not be held accountable. So right. I would put like I would think people would have more respect for themselves than they did, and that's what fucked me up. Once I started coming with the thing that every girl is basically a secret slut until otherwise. Oh, my dating game went up like 1,000%.
Word.
You know what I mean? So it's just I would not. Yeah, like I was more conservative. I was looking for like a wife, so I would let not fuck with certain chicks. I would be like more on some black girls and shit like that. But yeah, the ones that you get around, you're like, bro, it's all the fucking same. So,
right, man. Yeah, that's when I started learning that basically all chicks are the same, man. Black, white, Spanish. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. We got McCann in the building. He said, "Nah, I'm having way more fun since college, but I get it. College, no bills, hustle, run, while and get good grades." Exactly, man. You ain't got no real problems. You know what I'm saying? Because I stayed in a dorm. You know what I mean? So I ain't have to worry about rent, mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I had a meal plan. I ain't have to worry about eating. You know what I'm saying? My only responsibility was going to class and of course getting good grades so I could stay in the school. But the reason why I say it was the most fun is because King Dre, what up, man? Shout out to you.
Hey, what it do?
The reason why I say it was the most fun is because it's around that age that you could basically be dumb and be excused for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you can't be in your 30s doing the stuff that I can't do the stuff in my 30s that I was doing in my early 20s, man. Because even I would look at me like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, yo, get your shit together. But 18, 19, 20, 21, bro, I be telling some of the people that I do consultation with when they're around that age, like sometimes it'd be like, you know what, let me just let me not go monk mode and not deal with chicks for a minute and that. I'm just like, yo, listen, man. If you was maybe a little closer to my age, maybe we could have that conversation. But I'm like, yo, I feel like your 20s is supposed to be where you're supposed to be really experiencing the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in your 30s, you reflect and use what you learned in your 20s, and by the time you rock in your 40s, that's it. You're a rocket to the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I think I was just raised really well. And to be honest with you, if the world was better, being raised well wouldn't be the issue. It's really not the issue of being raised well. It's more you're not understanding that most other people aren't raised as well and don't want to be held to that standard. Most people are just basic and want to put on the appearance they're more than what they are. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was gonna say I think a lot of people try to portray who they think other people think they are.
Yes, they're masked.
Now but think how mind-boggling that is. That means I have to guess how you think I'm supposed to be. And then the next person I say, I gotta guess how he thinks I'm supposed to be. And then the next chick that I gotta think how and I was just talking to a dude the other day, like he was saying something like, yeah, I don't know how these, I'm not a dating coach, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm gonna start off from saying that right now. But some dudes be calling me in my personal life about, you know, about advice or whatever. And long story short, like I was telling dude, like he's not able to understand females because he's not really able to take himself out of the man mindset. If you understand what I'm saying, like he's giving this chick attention, and as soon as he gives this chick attention, she falls back, and I'm like, yo, bro, that's what the problem is. Like you're giving her attention, like he's like, nah, but you know, I got my goal accomplished. I'm like, nah, but your goal is to smash, right? He's like, yeah, but I gave her my number. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm trying to tell you. I was like, yo, see, this is what you gotta understand. If your goal is to smash, her goal is to get your attention, all right? So the same way you feel after you bust that nut, after you smash, like, yes, boom, I got my goal accomplished, mission accomplished. That's how she feels just getting your attention, fam.
Yeah, right.
I do the 6'2", dark skin, all tatted out. I'm like, yo, fam, you gotta understand. Plus, this is in the workplace. So he's the type of dude where he's quiet, so everybody wants his attention. So the new chick who comes in is like, yo, who's that? That's so-and-so. Let me see if I can talk to him. But basically, long story short, once he started showing her attention, once she started saying like, yo, when we gonna link up, now it's leaving him on red, this, that, and the third. So I basically told him like, yo, fam, yo, you gotta fall back. Like you can't put all your attention on her. I said, matter of fact, you need to have the mindset of, I said, he's like, oh, no, this is what he said. After I said all that, he said, so you think I should call him like tomorrow or something like that? I'm like, wow. So
because they really haven't disconnected to where they're like abundance mindset. Like the woman is replaceable, the man is not. That's kind of in my head how I do it. Like I'm always working on myself. And when you get true abundance, bro, they don't understand. They come and go, especially with this, bro. Anybody that tells you don't get on these apps, they don't understand how to use them correctly. If you know how to use the app game, bro, you'll have like new leads and new bitches every week.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to leave the fucking
way. Cause you can't even. I mean, how is it? You out in Cali? How is it out in Cali as far as like? Is it normal for a dude to walk up to a chick on the street and try to bag her, or is that like old school now? Is that like?
I wouldn't say it's considered old school, but at the same time, there's probably less people doing it because of online. I still do both. So for me, it's like if you know how to have the true foundations and principles that are going to work for the test of time, but then you know how to adapt to the new age too.
Adapt.
It'll work.
Dudes got to adapt to everything, man. Like
and the thing is when you see the thing is when we talk about, we watch these videos and I'm about to go for 81 right now. So when we talk about these videos and stuff, like I always say, like dudes will watch all the videos, like how to get the phone number, shit tests, like niggas be playing on defense with bitches all the fucking time. And it's
what you mean by that? What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Unpack that.
Well, they're not like confident, and then it's like you're trying to do things to stay in favor, like you're sending texts, your conversation. Like this chick I talked to, she sent me an inbox like, "Look at this weak ass message I got." Like she didn't say it like that,
right?
She showed it to me. She's like, "Look how sweet it is," but it was like over pedestalizing the message. Like, what can I do to get close to you? That's what the message said. And then I was like, so she said this is sweet, but even though she told me it's sweet, I know she knows it's sweet.
You know what that mean, man.
Yeah. So then I was like, that shit was weak as fuck. And then she was like, yeah. She was like, see, if I didn't say that, she would have told me. She was like, yeah, that's like sweet in a way of like you will kill me type of way.
Nah, that's sweet, like like putting on the head. Like,
right.
Good job. Good
job.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that shit. Like, you know, like instead of you fucking saying, oh, come, how can I get close to you? She's telling me, can you come down and see me next month on this date?
Exactly. Back to the dude who called me. What he said was, he said, oh, you know, I decided to call her, you know, on Mother's Day just to be a nice guy, be a gentleman. I said, yo, hold on. What she do to even deserve that? I said, matter of fact, you giving her boyfriend vibes, man. I said, you trying to smash, right? He said, yeah. I said, so why you giving her boyfriend vibes? He's like, you know, I'm just trying to be nice and all. I said, you do know what the word nice means, right? Like the etymology of the word nice. It means stupid. Okay, that's why I tell people I'm not a nice guy. I'm a kind guy. I'm a caring guy, but a nice guy, I'm not, man. So this dude, of course, I believe I'm correct. Let's not even say him. Just people in general are raised by single mothers, and mothers are the one that's telling them that they gotta treat women like flowers and this, that, and the third. Because even my mom's tried it. My aunts tried it.
Oh, bro, moms give you the worst fucking advice. I told my mom, your advice is shit. I was like, sorry to say it, but I was like, I had to say it like that. I was like, everything didn't work.
But thank God I had my pops there, my uncles, my older cousins that drowned out everything that my mom's and my uncle and my godmother was saying. Because even to this day, my godmother comes to me like, "Yo, where your wife at? I want you to have some kids." Now I'm like, "Yo, why don't you find me a good chick?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep telling me to get married and all that, but you haven't not once presented a chick to me to be like, "Yo, there's a nice chick. She's like this. She's da da da. She fits." You ain't got none of them because.
But here's the thing, though. What is a nice chick? The reason why I say that is because I was talking to some chick on paper that was perfect. Like, she's mixed, fat ass, job at Google, does like political work, all that. So on paper, everything's like perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, this bitch is still like unaware of shit. Like kind of goofy, and then like we were supposed to meet up like on a Friday, and she didn't hit me back. So I was like, all right. 3 months later, she texts me, fucking trying to be like, hey Trav, dash. I know it's been a minute, dash, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to check in on you and see how you're doing. My first message is, you really just gonna hit me up all casual like that after 3 months? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because the last 99 dude she hit up like that was like, hey.
Yeah, they just didn't care. And then she tried to use an excuse like, well, I got a new job, COVID-19, this, and that. So that means that you can't send a 2-word text.
Yes. Yo, I agree with you 100%, man.
And then she was like, well, I would be mad too, so I'm sorry. I was like, oh, I'm not mad. I'm just telling you about your behavior. It's like, see how they try to keep flipping it? And I told her, I'm like, stop trying to flip it. Just accept the fact that you're wrong. Shut the fuck up.
So what dudes have to understand is that chicks always have their phone in their hand. There is no I missed it.
Like dudes do. We both do.
Right. People, but I'm especially in New York, I'm noticing chicks damn near always have a phone in their hand, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
They can't say nothing like, "Oh, I didn't see it. I must have missed your call." Sage says, "Because some dudes can play the online game, but when you put them in front of a female, they freeze up." Exactly.
We've talked about this.
That's like
not use online unless you can pick them up offline.
That's not just with chicks too. You got people who can, you know what I'm saying, read a book and get all A's in class, but when it's time to apply it in the clinic or apply, you know what I'm saying, in a real world application, they donezo. You know what I mean? Because they're good at memorizing words, you know what I'm saying, and spitting it on a test.
Well,
go ahead. What's
funny is I've been watching have you heard of the dog whisperer, Cesar Millan?
Yeah.
Well, so he be training real bitches, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a dog.
Right.
But I'm sorry, a lot of his lessons fucking apply to humans. Like I've been watching this shit, and I'm like, bruh, this is like, like, cause the way like he does, like, and it's funny because guess why a lot of the dogs are out of control?
Right, because there's no leadership.
Yes, pussy fucking owners. The dogs don't respect the owners, and they feel like they have to be over aggressive when people come because their owner is weak. When the owner is fucking on point, the dog is super submissive because he's like, I have a leader that I can trust. So all you fucking nice, oh, we gotta save the animal people be having these fucking Dobermans and German Shepherds, and they're like, you niggas are pussy. Where's my fucking toxic masculinity owner at that can fucking give me the security because he'll dominate my ass, so I know he'll dominate others too and protect me.
Facts. Hey yo, what I'm accustomed to when I go to except for one friend, that's only because I have a few friends with dogs, and this one particular friend had this pit bull ever since I was a kid, like maybe like 10 years old. So since I was 10, I've always been afraid of it. So every time I'm around it, I have that fear energy. But besides that one dog, any other time I'm anywhere, ever since I had my own dog, my own family dog, I don't fear dogs because I realized like dogs sense energy, you know what I'm saying? And if you're nervous, you're scared, you all that make them like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, why you feeling like that? So I basically learned to how can I say? I basically learned how to be the lead dog. So I say that to say when I go to somebody's house who has a dog and they be like, be careful, my dog is out, or don't worry about my dog. Like it could be a little aggressive.
Yeah,
And what usually happens is the dog just comes up and just puts their paws on me. I mean, tail wagging. And I think the reason for that is the type of energy that I bring. I don't bring it like, oh my God, your dog's here. It's like, come here. I don't care how big the dog is, fam. Here you go. How you doing?
Hey, I had a Cujo incident. So I went to my ex's cousin's house in Arizona, and they had a fucking dog that was like a 100+ pound bull terrier. Look up a bull terrier if you want to see what that is. That's the dog off next Friday.
Diesel one? Some Diesel one?
Yeah, it's the dog off next Friday, Chico.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So the dog was fucking mean, like the motherfucker was a gargoyle, and like the owner comes and brings the dog out, and I'm like, why the fuck's he doing it? Like the dog was fucking mean, like the herb was like that. Was like, oh shit, like you know what I mean? But I was like, at the same time, I'm like, all right, like
shit test. That shit was a shit test.
Wait, the shit test. The dog got away from the owner and ran up on me, and everyone ran out the room.
Right, and you just stood there like, yo.
So I stood there and I'm sitting down. I stood there and I stayed calm, and I didn't like overly look him in the eye, but I stayed calm and talked to the owner.
Yeah,
but I kind of just like kept it at the corner of my eye.
Yeah,
after like probably 30 seconds, the dog chilled out.
Yep, it's just like, all right, this dude cool. All right, he good to go.
And then the rest of the time there, the dog chilled out. I didn't have to worry about him or nothing like that.
Okay, that same dog that one dog that I had a fear since I was a kid, like that owner usually takes that dog out the house or leaves him like in the basement when I come through. But one day that same dog like basically got by the door and got to the attic. You know what I'm saying? When we was blowing urban shit. So the big ass bulldog came up. As soon as the dog came up, I was like, it wasn't like, oh shit, the dog here. It was like, I gotta stay calm, yo. Took a toe up the L, just looked at the dog, and talked calmly to the owner, like, yo, you gonna tell so and so to go back downstairs?
Because because animals are smart, bro. They can tell like
the tone of voice.
How we can look at their packs and be like, this is where who falls in line. They can look at humans and see the same shit.
Right.
So with that said, like when you talk to the owner, it's showing like, oh, my owner trusts him. And then the energy is calm. So after a while, it's like, okay, all right. And then he's got you down. It's like, all right. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you, to be honest with you, that's how you have to kind of be with these women. Like throw a little test out.
Get back around to that. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna do that shit. And it's like, bro, you gotta be able to stay calm and know how to fucking react.
They sense fear. They sense nervousness.
Yeah, if you don't have no fear and they don't sense the nervousness and they feel that abundance from what you say, like you should never have a problem telling a woman that you date other women.
Exactly.
You should never have a problem doing that.
You know what? You know why dudes are scared to tell chicks that, right?
Lack of abundance and balls.
Exactly. They're afraid that as soon as they say that, chick will be like, you know what? Are you dealing with other women? Oh no, I can't do that. I want a man who's a one woman. No, man. No, man.
And my thing is, if that's what they want, that's fine. But if we're not on the same program, then I'll just find somebody else. Because just like you have options, I got options. So fine.
And that's what she needs to know, man. Like I don't know if Afi said you're gonna do a video on it, or if should do a video, but dudes need to know that she needs to know that that you have options. You know what I'm saying? She needs to know that she can be replaced, man. Because if she feels like she's the only one, then she's gonna fucking run roughshod on you, man. Roughshod.
And be prepared to lose bitches because you are thorough.
That's another thing. The same dude, the reason why I believe he said, so you think I should call her later on and blah 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 after everything I told him, is because he doesn't have that abundance mindset. He's afraid he's gonna lose her. But what I told him was, I said, if you literally, I said, let's just in the same situation, let's say the same chick is treating you the way she's treating you, but let's say you had 10 chicks that you consider a dime begging for your time. How would you treat this chick? He's like,
the supply and demand dynamics are
totally. Hold on. You know what he said? He'd be like, no, I'll probably do the same thing. I said, no, I said, how, bro? I said, yo, so you got a chick flying in from Brazil. I'm Brazilian model coming to see you, begging for your time. Like, yo, please, I just want you in me. You got another chick from fucking Cali coming to want to come see you, talking about, I just want to see you in my presence. And then you got this chick at your job who's not even responding to your text message. You're gonna continue. I said, he's like, when I put it like that, he's like, well, I see what you're saying, man. But what I was thinking was, how come he couldn't think that? Why do I have to break it down to the bone gristle for him to get it?
Conditioning, bro. People do what they've been conditioned to do.
Hey, yo, I like to do set it, drop it and leave it, man. Set it and go, man. Yeah. I send a chick a text or whatever. I send the text and I forget about it. And she responds back. When she responds back, man. I'm not gonna be like, hold on, let me check my phone. Did she text back? Or she didn't text back yet?
I don't do that, and I'm quick to say something because my thing is like, I'm sorry, like when I'm with these chicks, sometimes I gotta be a fucking bitch whisperer. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta fucking you kind of have to because they want you to know what you're doing and not tell you shit. So how are you
gonna read their mind, man? They want you to read their mind.
So how are you gonna know without experience? How are you gonna know without fucking with multiple bitches to get the patterns? It doesn't make sense.
And understand, you don't have to necessarily have intercourse with a whole bunch of chicks, but you do have to interact with a whole bunch of females. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think you made a good point because sometimes gaining feedback from women is a lot of times more about what you do outside the act of sex.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Because that's what's gonna get you to the sex.
Exactly.
But also in the outside of the sex moments, that's how you're gonna have
her. Keep her. Yeah, that's what's gonna keep her, man.
Because you're giving her that mental orgasm too. It's not just the in the moment orgasm.
Let me tell you something. My game switch, or how can I say, my what's the word I'm looking for? Before I used to want to. Okay, give me time to form this. Like, basically, once I found out that a chick can have an orgasm from a cigarette, basically she doesn't need any type of penetration or any dude to touch her. That's when and it helped me to recognize how mental it is for a female to have an orgasm. That changed my perspective on how I make chicks get orgasms.
So yeah, bro, you got to unpack that cigarette shit. I ain't never heard of cigarette.
Oh no, basically like how can I say, like they talk about in psychology, like let's say you have a chick who's addicted to cigarettes, right?
I'm just getting some water. I'm listening.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's say you have a chick who's basically addicted to cigarettes or whatever she's addicted to, you know what I mean? And you take it away from her for a while and you entice her with it, depending on how much she wants that, whatever it is that she's addicted to, that can make her actually orgasm, fam. You know what I'm saying? We know that words can make a chick orgasm. I mean, we can holler at Mr. I know a guy named Lawrence D. Adams, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He can talk about how you say certain words and certain colors will make a chick, you know what I'm saying, burst, you know what I'm saying? So once I realized how much of a mental component a woman's orgasm is, my focus changed. Because prior to that, I was focused on the clit, the G spot. You know what I mean? Touching this sensitive area, this erotic zone of the chick. Touching, mind you, I'm 13 years. See, you dudes, man. You dudes, y'all dudes 25, 30 and still don't even know nothing about a chick body or nothing like that, man. I was doing my research at 12, family, 13. Yeah. Y'all know about Adam and Eve? Anybody that know about Adam and Eve, put a one in the chat, man. What can I say? They have products, you know what I mean? It was a company called Adam and Eve, man. I was buying shit from Adam and Eve when I was 13, 14, man.
Remember the Adam and Eve channel back in the day?
Did they have a channel? Was it Adam and Eve? Yeah,
the different little Playboy channel. You should shit like that on Black Box, or you'd have to change the channels hella quick to get the
Sage what I'm talking about. Matic Beast, what up, man? Shout out to you. But yeah, man, real talk. No, all jokes aside, I bought a lot of literature from that company, and I was reading up on the G spot, where it's at, how to put your finger here, and what position to put a chick to.
Did anybody say you were weird if they found out you did that?
I actually never told anybody. That was my little secret. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, wow. See, when I be doing these panels and talking about, because I don't talk about this shit to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like even me and my friends, like we done did it and done it. We known each other for like 20 years, so we're not gonna be talking about shit we did in high school or whatever. So just thinking back to the things I used to do and the game I used to run and all that shit, man. That shit crazy. Anyway, now I used to never tell nobody because, yo, fam, I was the first one in my class to eat pussy. You know what I'm saying? in 10th grade. So when I told, and mind you,
your imprinting story was horrible, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was like, damn, I wonder why you don't like doing it.
Hey, yo, I don't need more than one hand to tell you how many times I've done that in my life, fam. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because of that first time. So just in case anybody doesn't know about my first time eating box. God damn, man. Hold on, man. This is trauma, man. Hold on. I gotta take a shot.
Yeah, that shit is trauma. Shit.
I ain't need your agreement with it, man. All right, man. Long story short, because I don't like telling the story and shit, man. But yo, I was in 10th grade. Long story short, I'm with this chick who, she's my girlfriend because, you know, a lot of my older heads were telling me, like, if you want pussy, you know what I mean, you gotta make it your girlfriend. I'm like, all right. Because I had already lost my virginity, no doubt. I had already lost my virginity, but I wanted to start getting pussy more consistently, you know what I'm saying? So that was the advice I was given. So I made this chick my girlfriend. So I invited her to my spot after school and shit. And you couldn't tell me nothing, man. I knew I was getting pussy that night. You know what I'm saying? So I was really, you know, do what I learned foreplay was, and what they say foreplay was is you know what I'm saying, eating that box, right? I ain't never did it before. My older heads, because I'm the youngest in my circle, you know what I mean? So my older heads had done it. Shout out to Black Goliath, man. He said salute RPC and the panel, man. Shout out to you. Hell yeah. If I'm telling y'all this story, man, y'all might as well super chat, man. This shit is traumatic, man. Now that it's super chat, now I'm not gonna make it, you know, as short. I could be a little bit more graphic.
Give him some ducats for the therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need that, man. Remember, ain't no line in therapy, man. That's the rule number one. So, whoo. So I invited her over, right? You couldn't tell me I wasn't getting no ass that night, right? So she come through. It's after like a school event, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a pep rally at the school. So your friends doing the pep rally and shit. Now think about that. You had a pep rally. She's like a cheerleader and shit. So she's working her legs, basically working out. You know what I'm saying? So she's getting might be a little sweaty or whatever. I'm thinking back to this now. Anyway, she gets back to the crib, and you know we in my room. You know what I mean? Took all her clothes off. So you know a little bit of foreplay, and I'm thinking to myself like, all right, cause I'm around I'm around the breast assist area. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of like hesitating, cause I'm like, I ain't never done this before. I know what I read in the book. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck her. Y'all about to go in. Now, mind you, I hadn't fingered her or nothing like that. I mean, so my first time even, you know what I'm saying, even knowing anything about that area was with my face. You know what I'm saying? All right. Pull the panties down, right? Mind you, I'm what, like 15. Pull the panties down. Bah. When I pull the panties down, it smell like, you know what I'm saying? I smell like a little urinal. You know what I'm saying? You know when you go to the public bathroom, you smell like a little urinal. You know what I'm saying? Not crazy, not that, you know what I'm saying? Not that Guinness type of urine, you know what I'm saying? It was that little lemony, you know what I'm saying, type of urine that, you know, the urine's there, right? I'm like, all right, no doubt. It's my first time. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I'm already here. Let me go in. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't touched it yet or nothing. I'm just, you know what I mean, the aroma's just hitting my nose. Fam.
Like Folgers.
Man, woke me up like Folgers, like, oh, am I really about to do this? So fam, so mind you, I didn't even look at it yet, because you know, I'm trying to be sexy and shit. And I'm trying to make it seem like, you know, I'm not thirsty. I mean, like, I'm trying to make it seem like I've been here before. I've seen pussy before, you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Sage, man. He says salute to RPC and company, man. Blessings. Appreciate you, man. Nah, she ain't make me do nothing, man. I volunteered, fam. I volunteered, family. She ain't make me do nothing. What's the number one rule in therapy session, man? You got to tell the truth. Listen, man. Listen, man. I volunteered, man. I said, you know what? And I'm still this way kind of today. If I'm like scared to do something, or if I don't want to do something, then I at least got to do it at least one time just to see, like, the fuck you're afraid of, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, pull the panties down, got the whiff. You know what I mean? I ain't touch it or see it yet. Remember, we in the dark. This is when I'm still young. I'm like 15, still thinking like, you know, motherfucking bitches only fucking the dark and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I really ain't seeing shit. You know what I mean? The only thing that's on, like, the only thing I think, my window, the moonlight. Oh, that.
I don't know why. I'm like, imagine you like Trey with Lorenz Tate off Dead Presidents, and he was fucking with baby mama.
There was a chick back in the day. Used to say I used to look like Lorenz Tate, man. Even though I don't see no resemblance, but bitches used to say I look like Lorenz Tate from the Inkwell and shit. Anyway, lights off. Got the whiff. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go in. Now, mind you, all of the box that I had been privy to prior to that were pretty much shaved, or if not, like, you know, at least trimmed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so that was a given to me. So it's at least going to be shaved or trimmed down. Got the legs right here. You know what I mean? So I go in real quick, but as I'm going in, I feel like you know, like you ever. I don't know about you, but sometimes, you know, I might kiss my pops on the top of his head right here. When I was younger, like, we sitting down on the chair, I might kiss my pops on the top of his head. What's up, pops? How you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it kind of felt when I was going in. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in it's a jungle down here, like a or something like this. Like,
Jumanji.
Now hold on, mind you, I haven't even hit no labia yet. I'm gonna hit you with a medical term. I ain't my mouth ain't even hit no labia yet, fam. It's just hair so far. Like, oh shit, I gotta stick my shit even. Oh, my nigga. So that's not even the traumatic part. I didn't get to the traumatic part. So I'm in some urine infested weeds. You know what I'm saying? Nappy dugout. You know what I mean? First time out. And like I said, ain't nobody telling me I get no ass that night. You know what I'm saying? Especially after that shit.
Yeah.
So after I get up, you know what I'm saying? Wipe my mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got a little pubes. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like sexually get that shit. You know what I mean? Wipe that shit in the pillow. Yeah, you know what I mean? Once I finish doing all that shit, yo, my late bus is about to come. I gotta catch my bus. I gotta go now.
Hell of a whack, bro.
Yo, I look back at the time, and I was like, damn, she's kind of right, because it's 5:30 and the bus leave at 6. But yo, you not about the time I just did this, I ain't getting no ass. Yo, I was so distraught. I broke up with her about a week and a half later, man. That bitch wrote me a letter about a week after that, like, you know, I miss your snaggle tooth. I see it shining in the moonlight. Yeah, no, real talk. 10th grade. That's when I started realizing, like, oh shit.
Moonlight, bro.
Yeah, my nigga, snaggle tooth. She love this right here, nigga. She love this right here, nigga. Yo, matter of fact, this is a lesson for niggas. Let me give a quick Let me give a quick lesson for niggas, man. You see this tooth right here, man? I used to be insecure about that shit back in 8th, 7th, 9th grade or whatever. Like, you know, I don't have the perfect smile or whatever. When that bitch wrote me a letter and said that shit, nigga, I was like, yo, it don't even matter. I need to love my shit. This bitch is loving that shit. I don't like that shit. Nah, fuck that. Niggas can't tell me nothing, man. That bitch love my snaggle tooth, my nigga. Not my height, not my muscles, not none of that shit, my nigga. My fucking tooth, my nigga. Like, I had another bitch tell me some shit like, oh, I like your eyelashes. Nigga, what? I said, you know what? I'm not gonna try to dress like this for a chick. Or just them bitches gonna like what they gonna like, man. So I say that to say, fellas, whatever you're insecure about, stop being insecure about that shit, man.
Yeah, a lot of times it's you in your own head. Like,
exactly.
People don't care as much as you think. It would be like the only thing I'll care about is if someone's like trying to fuck me and touch me while doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then that's different. Like, nah, nigga.
You said straight comedy, bro. Shout out to you, Sage.
I've never had no situation like that. So yeah,
never had no experience like that.
Nah, I've been lucky, bro. Like, I haven't really come across too much hairy pussy, to be honest. But if I did, it was like I adjusted. I was like, number one, I didn't go down. Yo, the last chick that I had was hairy. I was so mad, bro, because she was pretty,
but to go even further, you know what I mean? Like I was 14 at the time, 15.
Yeah.
25 years later, I would say that to me. Now, this is me. I'm not speaking for nobody. I'm speaking for myself. That's not really my thing, fam. Like, the last time that I did it, it's not even. I'm not even saying mouth to box. If you want to do that, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the position that you in. Like, I can't see. There's no position that I'm in where I feel dominant. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's not to say that I would never do it ever again in my life. You know what I'm saying? But, bruh, the last time I did it, nigga, I felt so low, my nigga. Like, I could look myself in the mirror, but I looked at myself shamefully like, nigga, you didn't even have to do that shit, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do it, but I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it with everybody. That's for sure.
Oh, hell no.
But I haven't had a bad, and then most of the girls that I do it with are like going hard for me too. So
hold on. I also have to add, that chick who I ate the box and got no box from, she also did not give me head.
Yeah.
Okay. She also did not give me head. Hold on, my bad. Hold on, let me take a sip of something, man. I'm calm down. But you know what? That shit taught me a lesson though.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go through that to sometimes get the point reinforced, bro. That's like you ain't gonna go 100%, you know. But it's how you adjust. That's the thing.
I'll tell you this much: ain't no chick. All the chicks that I did eat the box afterwards. I definitely got ass and or head before I even considered doing it.
Yeah. That's how it usually goes for me.
You won't get me. You won't get me.
Yeah, I always like it's usually like they're high interest in, you know, because I get girls that go down on me like first move, like
yo. You know what I realized, Trav? They'll give dude head before they kiss him with the mouth. Or I should say, giving head is like kissing nowadays.
Yeah, I had a girl came over that I took down the first night. She didn't want to kiss. She told me that. She's like, I don't want to kiss.
That's too. That's like what's the word? Too affectionate. It's too. What's the word? Like
Yeah, we didn't. I only used like kissing as far as on her neck to get.
Right. Yeah.
Other than that, you know what I'm saying? That was it. And she didn't want.
Real personal.
She didn't want me to kiss her, but she wanted me to bust in her mouth. True story.
You see that? Because the lip to lip is too personal for them. That's like too like lovey dovey.
Don't kiss me.
But you put my dick in your mouth. Right.
He's going, yes. I want you to come in my mouth.
That makes perfect sense. Absolutely.
So, these are the things y'all gotta know. But yeah, two and all, talking about all this, and if we go back to the Eskimo Brothers thing, like the other thing too is like I've had like multiple girls like date one of my partners, then they stop fucking with each other.
Because of that?
Huh?
Because of that?
No, like let's say they were like
stop messing with each other. Right, got you.
They fucked with my partner for a reason. Then let's say they stop fucking around. Then let's say later on they'll try to like throw it at me on the low, or if me and that guy that they used to date that was my friend aren't cool anymore, then when they see we aren't cool, now they want to come in like, oh, you and him aren't cool anymore? All right, well, you know, then they try to throw you their shot. I had one girl do that like not too long ago, but I was like, nah, because every time I'd fuck with you, I would see you and see that nigga I used to know, and that nigga's hella weak. I was like, I can't do it. Like I'm gonna see him on you every time. Like I just can't do it.
Word, man. Damn. But yo, let me ask you a question, because it's something I wanted to ask from the beginning of the episode, and that's a scenario where I've had younger cats like in their mid-20s. They'll tell me some shit like, how can I say, like, let's say they go into a spot, whether it's a party, you know what I mean, club or whatever it is, and they'd be like, yo, you see that chick over there? Yo, yeah, she bad, right? Yo, that's me, son. Meaning like, yo, don't holler at her, don't try to get her number, cause that's me. Like basically like putting dibs on her.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little old school. I don't me no comprende, no entiendo. You know what I'm saying? Like how you put dibs on a chick that you looking at. You know what I mean? So that means like that's like you trying to tell me I can't even holler at her now. Like so let's say that. Okay, so the question is, let's say your man does come to you and says like, yo, she chick over there, she bad, yo, that's me right there, yo, that's me. But later on in the function, he hasn't even spoken to her yet, but she's hollering at you though. She's giving you the choosing signals.
So okay, so for me, if I don't do that place the big thing, like, but let's just say I did do that, and then she threw it at my partner, then I would be like, all right, well, for me, I'd be like, all right, well, she's choosing on my partner, so on to the next, and not trip. But me knowing how guys are, I usually, if they say some shit like that to me, I just usually be like, all right, you can have her, just because it's like, even if like she wants to choose up on me, she will at some point, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, number two, like niggas be getting sensitive about bitches. And it's like, even if I'll control myself the right way, they might not. So sometimes I'll just be like, go ahead and have her, because I don't even want to like maybe want to deal with the headache at all. Because of abundance, I can get a fucking another one.
I mean, the reason why it's like foreign to me is because I've never had any of my mans come to me and be like, yo, this, that, and that, blah, blah, like on some like dib shit.
I've never had that either.
Cause my thing is like, if that's the case, like, I mean, if we find a bad, like, if I'm thinking like it's always a friendly competition, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never the type, matter of fact, this is how I work, or this is how my circle works. Mm-hmm. If we're in a party, we go somewhere and we meet a group of chicks, we're always bigging up the next man. Yo, you know my man Trav? Yo, my man Travis, da-da-da. You never heard of this dude? Oh, come on, yo, this dude, da-da-da. And not because I did that, but just in normal conversation, Trav will do the same thing, like, oh, come on, yo, RPC, yo, this dude, like, he might say something like, yo, RPC, like last year when he went to that fashion show in Medellin, man, like, I remember you did XYZ and blah, blah, blah. Like, basically, we bigging up ourselves, you know what I mean? So it's never a competition, whereas, where a dude who's like, well, that's me, that's you know what I mean, that's mine. When you're in a conversation, I'm not saying you or I, but let's talk about a dude who would do that. Yeah. He might be like, who, Trav? Oh, nah, Trav is a player, man. Like, he always has.
Your boys will fucking do that on the low. Your boys will do that on the low.
What I'm saying is, dudes of these days, because my circle does what I just said. You know, I mean, we big each other up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So speak on that, like about your dudes, kind of like basically like shitting on you.
Oh, bro,
like the back just for some box.
Bro, I had this one dude that I used to be hella cool with, like, and then this nigga turned to some like fake ass college gangbanger, and basically like everybody stopped fucking with him because he's unstable. And he was getting more pussy than me at the time, which is even makes it worse. But this one chick was just choosing on me hard. Like sometimes when I didn't get pussy, it wasn't because I couldn't get it. It's just I didn't see that I could get it because of self-confidence issues or not relating to people. So she was choosing on me hella hard, and then he heard about it and he's like, yeah, like he was putting salt in my name and shit, and I didn't know. And then later on, like the chick came back and fucked with me, and I knew because she was telling me shit that only like he knew and like she couldn't know. So I was like, yeah. And then other partners were like, yeah, he was hating on you, bro. And then when like we try to tell him about it, he tried to deny it. It's like, bro, fucking like,
wow, line on, come on, man.
Come on, like a lot of niggas do that, bro, because most niggas are pussy ran, bro. Especially these thuggish men that these women will go after, like. Bruh, like niggas do a lot of that shit not for money. They do that shit for bitches. A lot of these niggas aren't making money doing it.
Let me ask you something, man. Like this, I really want you to think about this. Why do you think it is that dudes put so much value on the box, especially nowadays when it's so available?
Conditioning in society.
This shit is ubiquitous, man. Box is ubiquitous.
Conditioning, society, and females not being honest with their nature, or not even knowing their own nature. Because we're all being tricked. You watch like fucking Prince Charming and Cinderella. You watch all these movies and The Fair Maiden and the Knight in Shining Armor come and do all that bullshit and all that. Bro, that Knight in Shining Armor shit gets like labeled you as a fucking weirdo. Like, and you haven't like figured it out yet, or you haven't enough reps to see that. So it's like, that's what it is. It's just, and then because niggas have scarcity and they're taught that, you know, like Afi said this and it's hella true. Like a part of the mainstream society's narrative of a successful life is at some point your prize is getting the trophy wife. And so you're saying like, and a lot of niggas are being successful and doing all this shit just for bitches. If they could do what we could do, they wouldn't even do half the shit they do anymore because they'd have another more efficient route to get bitches. So that's what it is. Everything is because that's in their mind the curriculum to get the best curriculum to get bitches, which is basically not it because all these niggas is failing out here.
And when you think about it too, society, media, and all that stuff, it really doesn't promote masculinity. It really doesn't promote, you know what I'm saying, male leadership. I mean, it always promotes like basically the box, man. The wife is queen, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, and trying to knock out masculinity. Like that was one thing too. Like when I was talking to that chick that worked at Google, she was like, I was talking to her about Cesar Millan, and then she's like, I don't like Cesar Millan. I was like, what? And I was like, he has like great videos. Like, what you don't like? He's like, he uses domination. And I was like, well, domination is part of the animal world. And she's like, well, he says he's the dog whisperer and he thinks he can talk to any dog, but he couldn't talk like that to my dog because I show my dog love and affection, and I can get my dog through love and affection. I'm like, but here's the thing. You're doing the right thing raising that dog at birth, so Cesar Millan wouldn't need to fucking be over there. He goes and helps troubled dogs. He's not saying he's gonna fucking take your dog from you like Mr. Steal Your Dog. But I'm like, stupid ass bitches just latch on to the word dominance, and it's a
exactly
thing. They don't like that shit. They want to fucking feminize it.
Just like being obedient. Is it obedient? Yeah.
Look at the animal fucking kingdom. Look at how they fucking rule each other. When the alpha doesn't like some shit, he fucking uses his force to fucking punk the other ones, like, get in line or I'll fucking beat your ass. That's how it goes.
100%. 100%.
And these are the same owners that act like that and get these pits or these fucking German shepherds or one of these bigger dogs, and they're like, nigga, I'm respecting you. Feed me my food and shut the fuck up.
Yo, Fact Sage, trigger words, man. Hey, yo, okay. With him bringing up trigger words, like, y'all dudes gotta realize, you see me being in New York, my game is push-pull. You know what I'm saying? And I like to use that basically, like, I like to bop a chick on the head, you know what I'm saying, when I with my mouthpiece. So when it comes to trigger words, like, yeah, there's certain things that I'll say in a conversation with a chick that I know will trigger her. You know what I mean? And I'll say, sir, again, my game is so improvised that I can't tell you what I would say to a chick. I usually use what's in my environment at the time. But I say that to say I use trigger words that'll make her say or make her think, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Yo, I can't believe this guy just said that shit, yo. Because most guys are scared to trigger a woman, trigger a female. They want to be in her graces, good graces.
I would actually encourage it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be in her good graces, man. That's not.
Freeze up. Hey, press 1 if you guys can still see me. I think RPC froze up. I'm not totally sure. So if I see some ones in the chat, then I can tell that you guys are seeing the same thing I can see. Because it looked like he hit pause on his shit. Is anybody there? Okay, I've seen some ones. All right, so I think, yeah, he froze or whatnot. It's gonna go. You there?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
I didn't know if I froze or you froze, and I had to chat type 1, and then it's typing to it out.
Hold on, but yeah, man. So yeah, this is the part of the episode. We have to chat for any questions, man. We'll stay on for like another 5 minutes, man. That we sign off, man. Definitely appreciate you for beaming up, Trav.
Oh no, bro. Like I already knew that conversation was gonna go good.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah, but I'll just say this with the trigger words, like, you have to have like playful banter and eject emotion.
Yes.
Playful you do that,
banter. Yes.
If you do that naturally, the way you do that naturally, to be honest with you, is if like you talk about things that people are passionate about. Like if you're having a good conversation with a woman, she'll probably make some invalid emotional points that you can check her on.
Absolutely.
Because that means that her emotions are invested. So, and it also gives you a chance to show yourself as a leader and not be a pussy. Like, you're challenging her on her thinking, but do it in a way that's not like you don't want to do it in a way where you're coming across like bitter or like just like no playfulness. Like, I'll do it and I'll debate, but I'm not taking her too serious. I'll just kind of talk to her more. It's like, okay, little girl, like, that's cool. That's
exactly. What I was gonna say was dudes at some point in time in the beginning of your interaction with a chick. When I say in the beginning, I don't mean like the first few hours. I mean in the beginning stages of you dealing with a chick, you should have a disagreement. Okay.
I agree with that. There's actually statistics that show that it gives you higher percentage.
Yo, I'm at a point now. My relationship, when I say relationship, my relationship with a chick doesn't start until we disagree on something. Because once we disagree on something, now I'm gonna see.
That is a fact.
Go ahead. Wait. I'm telling you. I'm like, yo.
That is a fact.
So when I think back to that
It's the first time. It's easy in the honeymoon phase because y'all don't want to step on each other's toes. You like to blah blah.
Fuck all that.
You're exactly right. It doesn't start until after the first disagreement.
Yes.
Because you're gonna see if you guys can coexist.
Fire sign if you like that shit right there, man.
That is exactly 100% correct. I'm gonna have to say that is a key.
When I think about my prior relationships, I realize, how can I say, like, I always look at the turning point being when we disagreed on this. And this is, she said this, and I might have said that, and I saw that she reacted this way, and I was like, oh, hold the fuck up, what the fuck, But probably has to make up sex, and boom, we was good from there until the relationship ended. But I go back to thinking like, yo, the shit really ain't start till there's usually a disagreement, not an argument. I do not agree with arguing with females.
Yeah,
about that. You can calmly and coolly and you can calmly disagree with somebody and discuss that disagreement. You know what I'm saying?
I'll debate and be like a little charged, but they'll know I'll kind of debate them and like ether their shit while making them laugh at the same time. Like, I'm not trying to make them laugh though to soften the blow. I'm actually saying it kind of more witty to make the blow harder, but it actually makes them laugh at the same time. That makes sense.
And what I was going to say, if you show a little bit of passion in your side of the argument, you know what I mean, that shows like you're not scared. Because some dudes may disagree, speak their side, but they may speak their side timidly, like, well, you know, I believe, but if you passion like that, what the fuck you talking about, man? Yo, listen, man, this is what it is, okay? She'll be interacting with you, but on the inside she'll be like, wow, look at this guy, he's really challenging me. Like,
and a lot of guys fail that because they don't do that. And I also know, like, to me, it's like when you're bantering and flirting and talking with a chick, it's like playing like poker. Like, there's going to be bluffs, there's going to be good hands, there's going to be bad hands, like, but you have to just stay like emotionless and stoic and know how to just navigate the waters. Like, she's going to do something, she's going to shit test you.
Yes.
How are you going to deal with it? She's going to get flaky at some point. She's going to, you know, it's like when all these different things happen, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to be emotional about it, or are you going to keep it cool? And especially when you get into a disagreement, it's not even if you win, you want to see her, like, how does she respond to losing an argument? Is she going to get narcissistic and try to challenge you now, and she has to win everything? It's more about her winning than coming to a solution. Like, these are all.
You can read that on the screen for me.
It says, yeah, when you argue with a female, you lose points in their eyes because you really just brought yourself down to their level. Yeah, that's fact.
That's a fact, because chicks know that a man, not a grown male, but a man is supposed to think logically. And she knows she's hitting you with a whole bunch of emotions and all that stuff. So if you're going back and forth with her, she already knows that you're playing her game. That means you're playing a female's game. How can she respect that? Yo, one of the realest things that I heard was my man's telling me, and actually I've heard this a few times, these old school dudes, I'm talking about like your grandpops, your grandpops. They didn't listen to nothing they wife said, man. I should say they didn't take nothing their wife said seriously. Like, huh? Get your ass back in the like, yo, little girl, you better, just like you said earlier, you gotta look at these females as little girls because that's who they are. You know what I mean? They're not nothing. See, what I think the problem is a lot of dudes try to relate the female they're dealing with to their mother. Because that's programming too. Because as soon as you talk about a chick, what about your mother? Your mother's a woman too, and blah blah blah.
Your mother might have been doing the same shit, but
exactly
on that mask for you as a child.
How about this? Though? That chick you talking to that's saying that you thinking that's like your mother or whatever. You're not trying to fuck your mother.
That's true.
Stop trying to put in that category, man.
That's very true.
Do not look at her like if she could be just like my mother, and not like be my mother, but be a mother to my children, like my mother is, and you start putting the glass bubble around her and all that. No.
Yeah, bro. Like, Me Too is only for niggas with no game, bro.
100%.
Me Too has never affected me a day in my motherfucking life. I barely know that shit exists.
Alpha Kingdom in the building, man.
I'm a part of the Pick Me movement, nigga. That's how they do it.
I like that. Pick Me.
It ain't no Me Too. It's please me, nigga. That's what
Big me movement, man.
But you see how even how I just responded there, and I was like, nah, it's the please. Like, it's true what I'm saying. It's dominant, but it's funny how I said it. So it's like,
it's the energy you came with it.
Yeah, it's like it's very much dominant, but calm. If that makes sense.
Exactly, because too many times dudes want to play dominant, but it's too aggressive. Yeah,
like this. This is how you know dominance, and this is how I know. Have you seen the Michael Jordan documentary?
Of course.
Now, did you see the scene where the glove and Gary Payton was talking about how he had handled MJ, and MJ watched it and just fucking laughed?
Yo, I loved it.
I loved
it.
Epitome of dominance right there.
Yo,
he laughed it off, got unemotional, and just said something matter of fact that was very calm but very profound. Like, God damn, bro. Like,
let me tell you something about that scene right there. Now, let me say that. I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not Kobe Bryant. I'm not
none of us are. We're not saying that. Yeah.
But there's a certain energy that you can have. When I saw that,
yes.
As soon as Michael Jordan smirked, I knew exactly how he was feeling. Because if I was dominant,
incredible. That was such a dominant, I'm the man, I'm the alpha man laugh.
Yes. Yeah, like
yeah,
it was like, Gary Payton wasn't no problem for me. He wasn't.
And then he mocked.
What he say? Tell me what he said.
He said, "A glove, like shit, like yeah."
I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said, the glove. No. Listen, now he wasn't a problem for me. See, listen, you gotta understand. I had a lot on my mind at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, "Oh shit, that's how you just gonna minimize him?" And because you gotta understand, because when he said I had a lot on my mind, they showed a clip of him just like in the back of the game, just like kind of like picking his uniform, like just thinking of some shit, like word. So you say Gary Payton had that good game because you was thinking about the gambling allegations that they had on your name, like wow. But Gary Payton, like yo, I was getting in trouble. I mean, I had to do this, and I knew.
Yeah, that was the point.
No.
Jordan, Gary Payton's a dog, bro. That's an alpha male. But look out in that situation how he kind of wanted to prove that he could do something with Jordan. And Jordan's just like, look, nah, nigga, I'm Jordan.
Did Jordan get loud?
Nah,
you. My man laughed. You know what I mean? Like, it was calm, like, nah, man.
Yeah, he was like, nah, bro.
That's a true sign of fucking dominance. Anybody listening, man?
That's real dominance.
Alpha Kingdom in the building, man. Appreciate you, man.
And that's the thing, like women are gonna hold you to a higher standard because they're always trying to flip shit because they don't want accountability. So be that higher standard and act like that. You're gonna think, oh, we're in this relationship together, we're equals, we need to talk this out. That approach, you're done. You gotta come from a position of strength every time. You
100%, man. That's what women are looking for naturally. So I put the link in the chat real quick. Anybody want to beam up for the last 5 minutes? That's what I'm gonna do in my shows, man. Anybody and everybody. Now, I mean, if anybody want to beam up the last 5 minutes? Yeah, 117.
Froze again. All right, I'll go on until his shit comes back. I'm not sure why his thing is doing that, but yeah. I don't know if anybody wants any questions in the meantime, but yeah, that Michael Jordan documentary, bro, I would suggest that everybody here watch it because you just see how a dominant man thinks and moves. And like Jordan had like that mindset, bro. Like take that with everything you do. He's the Don Dada, bro. Like this new generation, these niggas be kind of like soft and shit, bro. Like you gotta go back to them old school 80s and before times.
We back.
Yeah. I was just saying that whole demeanor that MJ had, like that's how you want to be in just life with different things. Like you want to have that calm stoicism, like, yeah, I'll dominate that shit, not trip.
Word. Hey, yo, Sage, if you want to come up, man, you don't got to be on camera, man. We got this option right here. You press stop cam, like, boop. We don't got to see you, man. I'm just letting you know. I'm not telling you got to come on. I'm just letting you know you got that option, man. Anybody that's Ricardo, what up, man? Alpha Kingdom, you already know you could always beam up, man. Mikasa Sukasa, man. Motu already know Mikasa Sukasa, man.
Yeah. Alpha Kingdom, the architect.
Yeah, man. Word up, man. Hey, yo, I think, yo, just to speak out, probably, fuck it, man. Let's take the time out to give Alpha Kingdom his flowers while we both here, man. because what people may not know is that Afi formed a super group, man. You know what I mean? He brought different people from different parts of the globe. You know what I mean? Like-minded people, and he's like the Phil Jackson of this, man. Speaking of The Last Dance, he's like the Phil Jackson is right here, man.
I was kind of thinking we have a good situation because I was thinking like let's be real, like Afi's the architect, we know that, but then it's like we all kind of like fuck with each other. It's not like within us, it's like some people fuck with each other more than others like that or anything. We all kind of like will come together and do our own.
We ain't cliquish.
Yeah, we'll do our own things together, like on our own. Like it's not on a point where like Afi has to always be there for us.
Exactly.
I
like to look at it like a pack of lone wolves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we all know we all know like we have our strengths and weaknesses, and people have this to bring to the table and all that. So we all know how to kind of roll. Right as of right now, how we're rolling, we're pretty like high operation. I'm just saying that because I just see how when we do the lives, the comments and the energy that people have with that.
Cause it's natural, man. We don't put no fronts. You know what I mean? Like it's like as you know, it's one thing for us to speak to each other, you know, through a camera. It's nothing for us to be, you know what I'm saying, in person. Because when we met each other in person, let me speak for myself. When I met everybody, the people who I met in Motul, the energy was the energy matched. Let me put that. The energy matched. It wasn't something different when I met the person, you know, face to face, anything like that, man. The energy was real. The energy was genuine. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like anybody was putting up a mask. You know what I mean? And everybody was rocking, man. The energy was flowing. And that's why we still rocking to this day, man.
Yeah, it was the first time I met guys that like admitted their like lessons and shit, because we were like everyone would always try to act perfect on the internet, and then like, but I could always see that the niggas that always try to act perfect, a big chink is gonna show up at some point.
Yup, you don't want that.
This was like the first time I was like, oh, like these guys aren't like bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I always got tired of bullshit. People would think I was a bullshitter because I didn't follow the norm. Like, oh, you do computers, you speak well, you don't do this, you don't do that. Like, you can't have swag being like that. It's like, why can't you? You guys don't really know what swag is. And then when I come around here, it's like everybody's doing the shit that works, that only real people know, and the people outside might think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, like, so that's how I knew. I was like, okay, I finally found that tribe.
Hey, yo, Trav, real quick, I just thought of the next episode we could do, man. And it's this. I'm old school, right? I'm so old school that I'm part of the no receipt game. And I think, you know what I'm saying, you know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, like, you know, you're part of the receipt game. Like, you know.
No, I'm definitely receipt game.
All right. So yeah, so next time we meet up, man, we need to discuss that.
Okay.
No receipt game versus receipt game, man.
No, we definitely.
So with that being said, if ain't nobody got any questions, again, Trav, appreciate you for beating them up.
Oh, no doubt.
Moto. Any last words, man?
Shoot, you can just follow me. I'll put it in the chat, but just at Instagram, just at @TRAV_TERRELL. I'll put it in there, and I appreciate you letting me come on your panel, bro. It was
man.
Do it again.
Appreciate you for beating them up, man. Appreciate everybody for coming in the chat. You know what I mean? I'm still getting my feet wet with this live stuff, man. You know, but we're gonna get better at it with each one, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And with that being said, Trav, appreciate you again. Chat, appreciate y'all. Everybody listening on the playback. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.